Welcome back to another episode of the Girl Boss Method. So, I'm your host, Ritu Bra, and today's episode, we're going to talk all about the comparison and the difference between personal training and online coaching. And I think it's really important for us, or for me, to kind of explain a little bit more about this and really highlight the differences because I find it really interesting. So, just for clarity, I turned 40 earlier this year. And just for clarity, a lot of the women that I coach are either sort of somewhere in their like mid 30s, even early to mid 30s, late 30s, and also into their 40s as well. And one of the biggest concerns is understanding what online coaching is. So, quite often, women will come to me because they have a goal and an intention. So they want to drop body fat, they want to build lean muscle, which is vitally important as females as we get older. And they also maybe even just want to like get back into activity, and understand a few different things and just maybe even for motivation. But there is a lot of like other things that kind of build up to that, right? So again, just bringing it back to sort of, again, just sort of highlighting that many women in their 30s and their 40s think they need an in-person PT to see results. The truth is, fat loss actually relies on various different factors. So, I want you to think more like nutrition, lifestyle habits, daily activity, so something that we call our NEAT, if you've ever heard of that, so our non-exercise activity thermogenesis, rather than just workouts. So there is no particular one workout to say this is the only way and this is the thing that's going to get you results. It's looking at everything, multifactorial. So in this episode, I'm going to break down how fat loss actually works and why online coaching offers a better and more holistic solution. So, if we kind of break this down into different components, why online coaching works. So, firstly, we are focusing on nutrition, lifestyle, and workouts. Yes, we're creating flexibility for this to fit our schedule and our goals. And you're also being provided with the accountability beyond just training in the gym. So if we kind of break down the actual fat loss contributors, everyone's heard of the 80-20-20 rule, right? And again, it's something that's used, interchangeably within sort of thinking about different things. So the first thing I want you to think about, nutrition, and let's just say that nutrition accounts for like 80%, right? A calorie deficit is essential. Nutrition is going to be the foundation of fat loss. You can't out-train a bad diet, and consuming fewer calories, so being in a calorie deficit, is a non-negotiable for weight loss. So, for example, even if you're doing the most intense workouts, overeating can wipe out any deficit that you've created through the exercise. So again, coming back to, exercise does not triumph nutrition. Okay. Then we want to bring it up into, in terms of a hierarchy, the next most important thing would be your NEAT. So your NEAT stands for your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So let's look at this. Again, in terms of daily expenditure, your NEAT is going to account for roughly 15 to 30% of that daily expenditure. So NEAT is going to include all those everyday activities like, you're walking, you're standing, you're cleaning, and even your fidgeting. So just all the stuff that we're doing, this is all builds up to it. This is an exercise, but it builds up to it, right? It accounts for a significant portion of calorie burn, and often more than actual structured exercise like gym workouts. And why this matters so much is that increasing your NEAT can greatly support your fat loss without the need for extra gym sessions. So if we're thinking, ladies, about being, living hectic, busy lifestyles, and perhaps again you've got this sort of mindset from again previously or reading stuff online that you've got to have 6 days of cardio, and you've then got to make sure that you're working out X times a week. You're then maybe even adding in extra classes. And it's interesting because I've actually spoken to women that have told me they exercise loads. They're doing classes, they're doing HIIT workouts, they're doing extra gym sessions, but they are not considering their nutrition. They are literally undoing themselves in that respect. And so when we think about structured exercise, the 5 to 10%, so when we're thinking, again, building up this fat loss formula, if you like, the exercise, the strength training that we do is actually supporting your muscle and fitness, right? And then let's think about this in respect to personal training. So your workouts, let's say including the PT sessions, are going to contribute to a relatively small portion of your overall energy expenditure. So for example, let's say your 1 hour gym session you might use your Apple Watch or your fitness tracker, maybe even using like the stats that they put on the machines as well. It might tell you that you've burnt 300 calories. However, the NEAT, so that non-exercise activity thermogenesis, throughout the day can actually surpass that. I mean, even if we look at BMR as well, just like literally being alive, that's going to surpass that as well. It just takes so much energy to actually just live and be alive, right? And then obviously we're thinking about all these other little extra fidgety things that we do. So when we're thinking about the bigger picture, workouts are crucial for building strength, retaining your muscle mass, your lean muscle, and improving your fitness. So yes, example, your cardio activity, but they are not the primary driver of fat loss. Yes. Okay. And so just sort of heading along here, but again, yes, as we've said, I've got the slides up here as well for those of you that are watching. Why NEAT matters. So again, just breaking it down for you, summarizing it. You're walking, you're cleaning, you're standing. All of those things are going to build up to that significant calorie burn. Your small daily habits, yes, your single gym sessions, but the online coaching is going to be the thing that helps you boost your NEAT, because we're looking at other things as well. Okay, we're going to take it back to nutrition. Again, you can't out-train a bad diet. Yes, tailored plans can help fit your preferences and your lifestyle. And you're going to learn sustainable habits, not quick fixes. So not things like jumping on trends or intermittent fasting because that's what you've read up on or that's what your best friend tried. We're going to look at things that actually allow you to transition into normal life. And taking it back to the PT. So just to summarize, that's focused on gym sessions only. And the online coaching is more of a holistic support system. So I want you to kind of think the pillars of fitness, nutrition, and mindset. The unfortunate thing with PT, and I've heard this again from one of my clients as well, that if there are PT cancellations, we're getting to that time of the year, the diaries get full. I've been there before and in the past. I've been a personal trainer previously. It's cancellations in the diary. It's rejigging things. It's, can you switch this? Can you do that? It's also sickness as well. And yeah, what does that do for your progress? No session, no progress. However, with your online coaching, you're always going to be consistent. And there's actually ways for us to manage periods of sickness as well. So it's not just, focusing on, the outcome only happens when you exercise. There's so much more that builds up to that. So, yeah, okay, we'll bring it back. So, just to kind of summarize again, with the online coaching, we can also look at encouraging things like, you know, your steps, working on tactics to kind of include that to help increase your NEAT as well. We can also, again, look at the bigger picture, making some adjustments for when you're going on a holiday, when you're eating out, all of those things. And it's going to always fit around your schedule, whether you're traveling, you're working late, or you are busy with your family. So I don't know what it is about November, but I've had lots of my female clients, my online female clients, have been traveling this month. So whether that's been for work or it's been for a bit of leisure, they're never going to be away from me, right? So, for example, 2 of my girls are going away this weekend. A couple of girls have just come back. And one of the girls actually suggested it herself. She's like, should I take resistance bands? I was like, hell yes, take the resistance band with you. Well, we can structure things to help you get activity whilst you are out there as well. And again, we've got various different ways of tackling the nutritional aspect of that, working through various different strategies. Another thing that we are going to tackle with the online coaching is, again, using tools like check-ins, progress pictures, habit tracking. So again, reflective forms and processes, taking metrics in various different ways, even just like ticking boxes and tracking habits, just to ensure that you are staying consistent. However, your poor personal trainer, I'm so sorry, because I've been there in the past. Okay. So if any of you are listening, and you are a personal trainer, I am not coming at you. I am literally just saying the difference between us, because again, it's been the same thing. Well, how am I going to get the results without seeing you in person? Like, unlike the PT, which again, it's going to hold you accountable during the session. Typically, personal training sessions will last 1 hour. If you are doing it just to kind of help with motivation and having that sort of touch point, you're only really going to be able to see, especially if money is an issue, you're not going to be able to see a PT more than once a week. I mean, if you are Mariah Carey and you're loaded, you'll probably have a personal trainer that lives with you and a nutritionist, dietitian, whatever, so a chef to come and cook for you every day. But we don't all live lives like that, right? The online coaching is going to support you all week long. And so this is where, again, you're possibly going to be missing a trick if you're not paying attention. Okay. So we're going to kind of address a couple of misconceptions here. So some of the things that, again, you might be thinking about, you know, I need a PT because I need someone to teach me proper technique. Now, what I would say, if you are an absolute beginner in exercise, then it might be worth booking in with the local gym instructor and getting a couple of those free personal training sessions that you get when you start. Like, again, if you really are absolutely new to exercise, it might be able to help there. However, we've kind of tackled this because I have got detailed videos with all the workouts. You can also send in videos to me so I can assess your technique. You can get personalized form feedback, and you've got access to me any time of day in terms of, you know, asking those questions and checking through this. And loads of my, you know, online clients have benefited from this, where they've sent through the videos and we've tweaked things, we've made adjustments. And, you know, there's a great deal of not only just thinking about following something, but also having the descriptive information as well that can help you understand a feeling. So another one would be, I need motivation. And I think that is a big barrier for women that are not motivated. If you've not had fitness as part of your life and it's always been something that's difficult, motivation is about consistency. And again, is consistency, is support. What it isn't is someone standing next to you for an hour and counting your reps. I mean, again, when I go and train at gyms, you'll see personal trainers standing there with mobile phones in their hands, typing, again, whether they're adding things to the program or not, they're literally on there. Are they paying attention? They're saying hello, they're waving to their friend. They're probably, maybe even, their other clients just walked in. So how engaged are they? And how quickly does an hour disappear when you're working out as well? So again, another thing, online coaching won't work for me. Let me tell you this, there are women, in their 30s and 40s that are career driven, and they are achieving incredible results through online coaching. There are women out there thriving. They are just like you, and they are thriving. So flexible plans, personalized strategies, and real accountability actually means better, longer term, longer lasting results. It's none of this sort of, quick fix stuff. So yeah, as I said, when we're thinking about results, real results for real women, it's about dropping the body fat, toning up, building sustainable habits for life, feeling stronger and more confident in these, in your 30s and your 40s and beyond. So again, why do I think online coaching is smarter? Well, fat loss, again, is about the whole picture. It is not gym workouts. Online coaching is going to provide you with the tools, the guidance, the support that is going to address all areas of your life, your fitness, your nutrition, your mindset, your lifestyle habits, and also as you evolve and as your body evolves through different periods of life as well. When you're with a PT, you're limited to an hour of their time, an hour of focus per that session. But with online coaching, the support is going to be continuous and results focused. Now, let me also tell you this. Let's say again, you go to the gym, there might be something going on. There might be, a chat that you need to have. There might be something going on up here. Perhaps maybe it's, your period, your time of the month, you're struggling with that. Now, when you're with your PT, quite often, are you going to cancel? Are you going to be able to show up for that session at that time? Is work going to get in the way? Loads of different roadblocks, right? Loads of things are going to come in the way. And yeah. So what I would suggest, if you are ready to take action and you're ready to transform, if you're ready to take action, make a real change and consider online coaching, this is your chance to take hold of your health, your fitness, see lasting results without the limitations that you're going to have from in-person PT. So I'm going to say it. We've got Black Friday. It's a couple of days away now. It's not 5 days. It's literally 3 days left. I'd like you to do is head to my Instagram if you're watching this. And if you're listening to this as well, if you're watching it back, you're listening to it, just send me a message with the word offer. So you can either comment on this video or you can send me that message. Got to find me on Instagram to do so. That's Richu Bra. So RICHU, RICHUBRAR. There's only 3 days left. Don't make that. Oh my word. I was in such good flow. Don't wait and just make that change today. I think it's definitely time for another glass of water. But thank you for listening. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. And I feel like there was so much to kind of get across as well. And I hope that helps break down some of the, the previous beliefs, the barriers as well to even stepping forward and taking action towards online coaching, just kind of understanding the difference between it. And I'll leave you with this last one. I don't know, this might sound quite funny to you, but online coaching is almost as if a personal trainer, a nutritionist, and a life coach had a baby. And that's me. I'll leave you with that. Thank you so much. This has been the Girl Boss Method, and we'll see you here next time.